Hello and welcome to the disassembly of the ICS L85a2. In this video I will, as I say, I'll be disassembling the L85a2 and I will be showing you how to do the quick FPS change. Now first of all, to disassemble a weapon you have two body pins here and here. To disassemble this you don't have to have any tools or anything, you can do it all with your fingers. Some things may need a screwdriver or something like that, something to just as a bit of extra help, but you shouldn't need it. Now to start off with the two body pins, you will need to push both of them out, just slightly, and I think the first one, with both of them, these are the ICS I think they call them non-loose pins or something like that, which means you just have to pull them out until they click, and that means that they're completely loose but they still stay attached to the body. So you pull the front one out and then you can pull out the rear one out. You can pull them out in any order you want. And now pulling these out should now allow the butt plate to come off. There you are. Now be careful with the sling loop, because the sling loop is only loose, so that can easily be taken off or something, so you could easily lose it. So I'd keep that there, rested on there for now. Now what you want to do is turn it upside down, because this is where you're going to take the low receiver off the gun. So simply push this out. This can be rather difficult trying to get it out from the trigger mechanism, but it should come out eventually. There we go, finally. It's out. So, and there you have the outer barrel with this is where the mag well would be. As you can see, this is where the BBs would be loaded up. This is the little thread that the front body pin goes into, and here you see is the trigger mechanisms, which would then attach to the circuit here. And then here you have the gearbox. The gearbox version I think is the V7, if I remember correctly, but it is a rather rare gearbox, so obviously gearbox upgrades and stuff for this weapon aren't very common. But simply, the gearbox is connected with a wire, so you can't take it out completely, but you have it there. There's your gearbox. Now, if you're wanting to do your FPS change, all you do simply try and get you'll see this little metal wire kind of thing here that's connected to the screw. Now you need to try and get that out. Now this is where you might need a screwdriver because it can be quite hard. I might try and use this pencil to try and leave it out. The pencil's just breaking, so we'll skip for I'll just go and get a screwdriver and I'll be back with you. I'll be back. Screwdriver here. Now the gearbox is fairly oily, so I mean if you don't want to get your hands dirty, then it's probably not best. It's probably best to get someone who's willing to do something like this. And even with a screwdriver, it is rather tricky. It's coming off. There we go. And now you have the wire is now disconnected from that little screw there, and really all you have to do is lift it down round to this side, and there you are. And then you will need to cover the end because this is the spring that is going to come out, and you will need to slowly, there you go, and there you have the pin that's taken out. Now there you have the spring, which is there located inside, and you will see that it has three holes, one there and then two there. Now obviously the rear hole would cause the spring to be more compressed, which therefore it be stronger and more powerful when it is released. So the rear hole is 400 fps, central one is 350 fps, and of course the first one to the right is 300 fps. So if you want to change this, all you need to do is press it back in to whichever setting you want, whichever hole you want. Now, as I was saying, you just push the piston in to where you want it. This is going to be. It is quite tough to keep it in the right place while you're doing it, but there are two little bits on the side which you can kind of lever it in. And then you just stick the pin in, and you can relieve the pressure off it, and the pin keeps it there. I've put mine at 300 fps because that is 350 fps because that is the limit for this for MTAC, which is the site that we usually go to. But obviously any other setting is available. And then you just simply bring the wire from the pin back over, and you should be able to do this without a tool. And you can just put it back in there, and there you go. Your gearbox is now set to 350 fps. And that is basically the disassembly and FPS change of the ICS L85a2. If you want to reassemble this, just reverse the steps that I've told you. There's nothing else that you really need to do. Some bits might get a bit tricky with the pins, etc. with trying to get them back in. You just need to get everything lined for that, but it might take you a while. If you want to see how to take the handguard off, or change the battery or anything like that, go and watch the L85a2 review. We should put an annotation for it just up there. And you can hear a bit more about the weapon on that video. And apart from that, thanks for watching. This was Richard Jones from the Northern Airsofters. Please like, favourite and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos every Saturday. I'll see you next time. Bye.